Genetic linkage is simply the tendency of genes or DNA sequences that are close to each other on the same chromosome to be inherited together. They are literally linked. It's like having two chapters in the same book. They are more likely to be read together than if they were in completely different books. Genetic linkage, genes on the same chromosome. For example, let's go back to our hair and eye color example. The genes for black hair and brown eyes are often located very close to each other on the same chromosome. When a parent passes down that chromosome, they pass down both genes as a unit. This is why you often see these traits inherited together. So, what's the big deal about linkage? Well, it has a few important implications. Significance of linkage. First, it can be a challenge for breeders. If you are trying to breed a new type of plant that has both a great flavor gene and a disease-resistant gene, and those two genes are linked, it's going to be very difficult to separate them and create a new variety. Second, because linkage prevents recombination, linked characters can be preserved across generations. It's why family traits tend to stay consistent. Now, you might be thinking, but what about Mendel's Law of Independent Assortment, which says genes can mix and match? You are right. But here's the key. That law primarily applies to genes on different chromosomes. When genes are on the same chromosome and linked, that's where things get interesting. And this leads us to our second concept, crossing over. If linkage is about genes staying together, then crossing over is about them getting mixed up. It's a natural phenomenon that occurs during meiosis, the process that creates sperm and egg cells. Imagine our two chromosome books from a pair, one from your mom and one from your dad. During meiosis, these two chromosomes can get really close, break in the same place, and then exchange their segments. This exchange of genetic material is called crossing over. As a result, the genes that were once linked on one chromosome are now separated, and new combinations of genes are created. For example, a chromosome that originally had genes for black hair and brown eyes might, after crossing over, now have a gene for black hair but a gene for blue eyes. So, to put it all together, linkage is the tendency for genes to be inherited together because they are on the same chromosome. It keeps traits together. Crossing over is the process that separates these linked genes, allowing for new combinations of traits to be created. It's the engine of genetic diversity. Without crossing over, our genetic makeup would be much less diverse. We'd see the same handful of trait combinations over and over again. But thanks to this incredible process, every child is a unique genetic mosaic. So there you have it. Linkage and crossing over. Two sides of the same genetic coin, both essential for understanding how heredity works. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos on the amazing world of biology. And let me know in the comments, what other genetic topics would you like us to explore? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.